Welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast counting down everything this week that made you say, what a time to be alive. And now, Patrick Monahan, Kath Barbadoro, and Eli Uden.
Folks, welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast against this week. You see the thing that's how the podcast. I'm Patrick Monahan.
I'm Kath Barbadoro.
I'm Eli Uden. Hello.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Good evening. Good morning. Good day to everyone. What's going on?
If you're listening to this and it's not one of those times, turn it off.
No
Come
dusk
back later.
listeners. No dawn listeners. No dusk listeners. Those
Nope.
are the rules.
What's that called
Sun
when
has
you're
to
out
be
at
up or down.
What's it called when you're out at dawn and dusk? It's what sharks are. It's like those
Cats
are your
are
times.
too, but I don't remember what it's called. It's like somnambule or something. I think that's sleepwalking.
That's sleepwalk,
But-
but similar. What is
Yeah.
that? I'm not going to look it up. We're trying to make a pledge not to immediately look shit up on this podcast anymore. So it'll have to be a mystery.
Yeah,
No one
but that's
Somebody's screaming like cremnescent or whatever it is in their car.
It's like crumnescent, whatever
It is. Cremnescent is good enough. That sounds right to me because it's got the word crescent sort of in there. You know, we're
as an
playing
elementary school science teacher, just making shit up. That's like the type of thing you hear when you're like 6 and you think that until you're 72 when it comes up in conversation and you realize you've been wrong the whole time.
Of course.
Yeah,
the humble woodchuck
shades of
is
cromulent.
a cribulgus species.
I love when I find
Yeah.
out something like that because like it's just like they're like landmines buried in your life when you're like between the ages of 4 and 8, and it's just like I guess this is in my knowledge now, and it'll be unearthed one day and make me look like a damn fool.
Yeah, they only get to that point because it has to be something that's so obvious to almost everyone that no one even discusses it. And then it's just like, you just have to stand there and watch as your world shatters. I'm trying to think of any that I had, but...
I think it is like a unique power of being an older sibling to like lay those landmines in another person, you know? I'm sure my brother believes all kinds of shit I told him when I was 9 and he was 5.
Yeah.
I can't think of examples, but like I love to lie to that guy. It was great.
Oh yeah, that was like, my friend growing up, his family did not invent taco salad, right? Like it's one of those
Right.
things. Like
Yeah.
or somebody doesn't work at Nintendo. You know what I mean?
Sure.
He's not played the new game or whatever. Yeah, just lies. Just figuring out people lied to you. That's
Yeah.
I would have had to lie to myself. So, that was good. Just lay my own landmines. Pretend my invisible
It's a good
brother.
skill. It's a
Yeah.
good skill to be able to have, to lie to yourself. We all got to do it from time to time, you know?
Yeah.
Imaginary friend who sucks. Think about that. That's interesting. They probably had something to be mined in art, I'm sure. Maybe
What
scary.
if you had an imaginary friend, but
Maybe he was scary.
bad?
Yeah.
Maybe
What if
he
he was
scary?
What if he hurt people?
Did any of you guys have imaginary friends? I did not. I guess it's real, but I've just never even encountered it. Never even encountered, I feel like, a kid that had an imaginary friend.
Yeah, I gotta wonder the extent to which it is an organic phenomenon and the extent to which it is like kids doing a bit because they saw, a movie where someone had one or something.
They saw
You know what I
Harvey
mean?
at a very young age.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They were exposed to
Patty?
Harvey.
No, I don't remember ever anything like that. Yeah. It's like I have an imaginary friend. He's like, you just want an excuse to write on the wall.
Yeah, I need somebody to blame all my shit on. That's very important.
It was a very deposition grade response from Patty. I don't recall anything of that nature. No, at this moment I do not remember.
Not to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge. I also did not see anyone write on that wall, and I was with a real friend at the time, and you can ask him about it. It was not me. I feel like I was afraid of my imagination as a kid. It was coming up with stuff that really freaked me out. I wasn't like trying to engage it. It was kind of engaging me in a way that I didn't like. So I wasn't like coming up with imaginary friends. You know what I mean?
Just like a elephant with really long legs or something, and you're like, your day is ruined. You're done for.
I was just like a kind of. I was just a really anxious child. Like I was doing a lot of imagining of bad stuff that I didn't want to imagine. I wasn't engaging in creative play, being like, what if my whole family died? Like, that wasn't like the fun imagining.
A bit of a thought exercise. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those. I feel like I had some, like, you can't sleep and your parent comes and you're like, why can't you sleep? And you're like, I'm thinking about this. And then they just also sit on the edge of the bed and they're like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that will happen at some point. But, why don't you go to bed?
I feel like my parents were really prepared for that because it was like one of those, but they were like, oh, we have experience of this was, they'd be like, why can't you sleep? And I'd be like, nuclear war. I'm thinking about nuclear war. And they were like, well, when I was a kid, I also was thinking about nuclear war. And it's way less of a problem for you than it was for us. So don't worry about it. Like, they're like, I know from firsthand experience what this fear is like because I was born in 1955. So.
Yes, the world still exists under a baseline of mutually assured destruction, but it's not as close as it was. It's just we barely think about it anymore.
Now. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're getting those numbers up. Okay, we're getting it back. Don't worry.
We're getting it back. I didn't know about the lost ones at that time, which was helpful.
Oh yeah.
Who knows?
There's like 6 that are lost.
Yeah.
They don't know where they are.
Probably way more than that. By the time this comes out, we'll have had we're going to have the greatest deal you've ever seen in Alaska, so, who knows what could happen over there. So, no nuke issues there.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, Mr. President. Very unfair.
It's got to be such a bummer to know that there's a nuclear silo in because, all the nuclear locations in the U.S. are like specifically like somewhere where they're like, if this gets bombed, the country will be fine. And so you're like, oh, cool, we got a nuclear silo. They're like, yeah, we consider you extremely expendable as a part of the country. We're happy to draw a target on you if needed.
Bye.
Yeah. They're gone.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
In happier news, can I tell the story about the thing that happened to my drain today? I know it doesn't sound that exciting, but it's part of a saga.
Mm-hmm.
Lay
it out.
We're getting a little bit of a downer there. I want to tell you about the thing in my drain. So, classic. We all know I like to just put stuff down my drain. It's not my drain. I don't own this building. Bacon grease, mashed potatoes. Who gives a fuck? Not my problem.
You're a crammer. You like to cram stuff down there.
Cram stuff down there. If I'm not paying this mortgage.
Squeezing out a tube of rubber cement into there.
Yeah. Just a touch of C4 straight down the disposal.
I got to empty this out.
You got to let off some steam and pour some rubber cement down your drain every once in a while. We all got to get through this life. So my super, I was working from home today, and my super knocked on my door and he said, "Hey, the apartment below you, I think there's a problem with your sink drain because their sink is like leaking or something." And he came in, and I was like, "My sink seems fine. It's draining perfectly fine. It hasn't been a problem." And I have like a normal sink, right? The drain is like just your classic drain, Think of a drain. Yeah. That's what I got.
A hole. Yeah, a classic hole.
It's like one of the ones where there's like 3 little holes around there's like one hole in the middle and then there's like 3 little holes around it. That kind of kind of a vibe. And so like not a lot can go down there. He snakes my drain and he gets down in there and I'm like in the other room doing work or whatever and he's like, "Come here." And I came in and he was holding a full-on butter knife, like a full-sized American silverware straight up butter knife. How did that even happen? I have no. And
it's
I was
like a magic trick. How did you?
How it went straight down? Like,
was it your knife?
It must have been. Like,
did it match your other butter knives?
I think he threw it out. I didn't even think to look. I just assumed.
He threw it out in disgust.
Maybe it clattered down. Maybe somebody's
Thankfully-
having a butter party on your roof and their
It
knife
came all the way
clattered
down.
down the drain. Yeah.
Thankfully, he also thought it was really funny, where he was like, how could this possibly have happened? But yeah, I guess it was like below where my sink drain, like it was like deep in there. It was like in the bowels of
Oh, yeah.
my sink. So, yeah, it turns out that can happen, and it can fuck up your downstairs neighbor's drain.
It was encased in a shell of mashed potatoes. You know, like when they cooked fish in salt, they had to crack it open. There's a fossil of a butter knife.
It was
In a mashed
bezoar
potato.
of mashed
Yeah.
potatoes. It had calcified.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I think there's,
whole ass
yeah,
butter
there's
knife.
like,
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go over there and figure out the physics of this, because it doesn't seem possible.
that part doesn't come out at all. The thing
No.
that's basically like an emergency. It's basically like, we're going to stop you from putting like a baseball down here. That level of holes. Like, it's not a full on thing.
It seems like it would be butter knife proof. Like, yeah. Well, we don't have to get into the specifics, but it is shocking. It is.
I do miss that sound, Shelby, because I don't have a disposal. I don't know if anybody else,
No,
I think a
I
lot of
long
people in
for
New York
one.
do. But the sound of when it clears, I would ask to do, I wanted to put stuff down there so you could hear that. The sound of the disposal being pleased, the
Yeah.
offering that you've given it has been consumed and it is now peaceful again and pleased. Yeah.
It's a real like household Sarlacc pit. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of offerings, Eli.
Oh, yeah. My
Yes.
special. My God. This thing, if you're
Sorry,
listening
we
on
had
Monday.
to get the most important news out of the way first, which is that something
Yeah.
was in my drain.
Check
and now
this
we
shit
can
out
go
in
to
Cass Drain.
secondary important news.
It's yeah. If you're listening on Monday, it'll be premiering this Saturday, the 23rd, on Cracked Comedy Club's YouTube channel. I don't know if I've said they're putting it out, but yeah, I will be happy to be. I feel like I keep imagining with my getting this thing over the finish line. I keep thinking of that like picture of fucking Frodo, where it's like, and he's like, Sam is holding him, and he's like, it's done. That's very. Me getting, I mean, it's kind of fun that I have to go like retrieve a physical hard drive and turn it in, but I'm going to get handcuffed to my wrist just in case somebody like saws my arm off and they're like, this is just a comedy special. But
They're gonna
yeah, it does
steal
have
it
a real,
because it's handcuffed to you, because they'll think it's something important, and then
yeah,
they'll be
it's
like,
drawing
"That's
more
pretty funny,
attention
but-"
to it. Yeah. Pretty fun. That's what I can't wait for those comments. Pretty funny. And I'm like, I'm going to kill myself.
Hey.
You got to be so
Hey, man.
positive.
Stick with it.
about
That's what I'm
everything.
gonna write on your
Yeah,
thing.
keep
Stick
at
with
it.
it.
Yeah, you keep
yeah.
at it. Keep at it, young man. Some guy who's 24 telling you that. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
15 years of my, yeah.
Top
Same thing. I
comment,
wanted
this
to.
guy looks like a big worm. That's what I'm gonna say.
Who's this big worm?
Who put
Man,
that
I
worm?
wrote
Who put
a-
that worm on stage?
I wrote a promo sketch for it. Here's exclusive podcast details about the special. I wrote a promo sketch for it to put out, and it was a fake It was me getting results of a fake focus group on the special, and it was just all really mean stuff about me. And it has been axed for being too negative, which makes sense. Like maybe this
Fair enough.
isn't
This guy
the best way to
sucks.
plug it.
He's not funny.
Yeah.
Don't watch
Yeah.
this. It's like,
But it was, it was going to be good. There's just a lot of burns on myself. My favorite little writing exercise. Yeah. But it's, you can look at, I am bald in it. So that's true. There is Worm Lake, but I got powdered worm so that I didn't shine up the stage. So
nice
that the
matte
lighting was
worm.
in control.
episode title: Powdered Worm.
Powdered worm. We're
I
in
want
the
to
worm
be
era.
clear. I was referencing our last bonus episode where Eli said that he feared he looked like a big worm. I was not just out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
saying Eli looked like a big worm.
From the
Don't
back.
mean.
That's why I don't want to sit in the front of other people's specials. Other special, if I could go back, what I would love to have is the footage, like alongside the credits, just kind of, how sometimes the credits like move to the left and there's a little video playing. Mm-hmm. The video is just
Love that.
Kath tipsy in a car with a huge painting, carrying it home. Kath took one of one of the big vintage frames that I used for the back.
Somebody drank 2 double IPAs that night and got a little wild.
That's 4 IPAs. I'm seeing 4 IPAs.
Good to drive she was.
Absolutely.
It was great.
would be
Honestly,
a
I didn't want to
good
take those home, and I just gave them all away that night. Yeah.
Comedy show, special taping sponsored by Voodoo Ranger. Everyone gets Voodoo Rangers to drink.
Oh, yeah. Yoda's there. He's like, "Add it, keep, you will." You know, he's fucking roasting my ass. But it was good. It was, lot of, man, just big vintage frames to give away immediately. All good stuff. But yeah, it'll be out. I'll be glad that it's out. And then
It looks great. Like, I was
Thank
there.
you.
It was very funny, but like, it's cool looking. I'm excited about it. Y'all should go
I
watch
said-
it and leave nice comments about Eli.
nice. Say nice things to me.
This guy doesn't look like a big worm at all.
Also,
Say,
don't
like-
say
Very
that
funny.
because
Don't
then
say
it's
that.
just
Don't reference
Yeah.
the worm stuff.
don't say worm at all. I'm gonna mute the word worm.
Ban
On the
worm.
comments.
That's a good idea.
Make it
doing a
seem like
worm
you don't know
ban.
me and you just stumbled upon it and thought it was quite good.
Yeah.
This young man is completely a perfectly polished gem. No further work required. You've made it, young man.
This is the furthest thing from clay. This is a perfect vase of a man. This is well refined.
Wow, the top comment
yeah.
here is from showbiz_official, and they're saying, welcome.
We did it. We've got, what's your email? Please send us Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm going to get.
Hey, man, I love your skits.
I'm sending out PR emails to all the AI sex bots. So I'm like, hey, please come in and engage with my special on YouTube.
Please engage.
Please engage.
I gotta
Go ahead.
get some scams going in the comments. Really kind of mix it up in there. It'll be
I'm
exciting.
going to sell some laptops in there. I'm excited
Yeah.
about it.
Ray-Bans, those have really fallen off. No one's tried to sell me discount
Yeah.
Ray-Bans in
That's
quite some
true.
time now.
I
been a
got a text today, and it was just, "Do you want to? Let's go to the gym tomorrow." Like one of the. And it's like that. Who is that an opening for? That as of any.
Yeah. Well, I told you the one that
Even
I
if
got
that's
that
from
almost
someone
got me.
I know, I'm like, no thanks.
No.
The one I got that almost got me was at like 11 a.m. and it was just said, "Are you awake?" And I was like, "Okay, I might know this person. If this is possible."
Hello. We had plans. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to the
guess we
gym
didn't-
tomorrow. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You must think I go to the gym. This is flattering. Let's continue this conversation.
Well, maybe you were wearing that tank top. Maybe that's why you got that.
So they can
got that
see
gym
me?
message.
That's alarming.
Camera on.
An SMS text from an unknown number. Yeah, that's very troubling.
My friend with an Android must be texting me to go to the gym, as they often do.
Man, I did get got by one of those ones. It was one of the like wrong number ones, where like
Yeah.
they're asking for someone else and you're like, oh, sorry, wrong number. And I was like so hurt when I realized what it was because I thought I had a nice human moment with a stranger who was looking for Andy, and finding out that they were not looking for Andy at all. And in fact, wanted to send me pictures of a Russian teenager in their underwear was very disheartening to me. I was really upset.
It's like, sorry, no Andy here. I'll just doing my part, and you just like swoosh your cape away. You're as a hero.
I was just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, have a good day. Like, and then they just kept going, and I was like, well, fuck you then. Wasted my have a good day on a robot. I felt
like
good
that,
about myself.
That Donnie Darko meme where it's like, I made a new friend today. Friend or someone who said they recorded you through your webcam masturbating. This guy who said they recorded me through my webcam masturbating.
You've
Those are
been
good.
very.
Someone posted one of those about where they said you were engaging in onanism, and I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's like, wow, going into the encyclopedia to get this one going, apparently.
Yeah.
Figuring out a way to
Yeah.
train. Yeah, that's a real... I got one of those on my work computer that did not have a webcam, I remember, like years
Tight.
ago. And it was like, yeah, I'm doing it at work. That's me. Open floor plan, just thrashing myself here.
Yeah. Everyone could see me from the neck up. My parents got one and called me about it, and I had to walk them through it. And they were
Oh,
like,
brother.
there's no way they have that. And I was like, thank God. It would actually be worse because You know, they have a classic family computer setup. There's a computer room. So I'm like,
Of course.
I'm glad to find out you guys aren't taking turns in the computer room.
Them
Yeah. That'll be
nuts
way more upsetting
in
to me.
succession.
Yeah. And if
should
it's like,
probably
even if
do
they
numbers.
would. Oh, yeah,
ahead.
we should. No, it's just like, yeah, even
You have to understand, it
360p
wasn't
footage
me.
of you from your gateway computer. Yeah.
Yeah, your Logitech webcam that they got when you were in college or something to be able
Right.
to video
Oh,
chat.
It's like
yeah.
480 by 480 pixels, and it moves one frame every 15 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like a Game
Yeah.
Boy
You
camera.
jerking off.
Yeah. Looks like a fucking trail cam. Like it just takes one
Yeah.
photo every 25 minutes.
I had before we did that. I had a friend growing up who got caught. He had a like 3.5 not a 3.5 like a floppy disk with like naked pictures on it and got caught with that. Which is just such a quaint concept.
Aw.
Yeah.
It's like you got like 2 megs of naked photos in here. You're going down. Son.
Nudie pics. Throw the book at
Yeah.
him.
Take him down.
Okay,
Take the
number
shot.
5.
Number 5. Number 5 this week comes from Pappyland in the Discord. Thank you, Pappyland. Hey, you can go join our Discord. Hey, just join our Discord for fun because it's free and hang out and talk with people. And you can also submit stories at the $10 level from Patreon. This story is a new discovery for sleep apnea sufferers out there, which, I mean, everyone is having. I just saw an article that was like, there's an insomnia epidemic right now. And it's like, yeah, it fucking sucks. It's scary to be alive. Why do you think everyone's having trouble nodding off, you fucking idiots? But if you have sleep apnea,
And
there may be a solution.
Many people
Yeah.
don't know they have it. So
True.
And you don't want to know because then you got to wear the mask. Then
you got to wear the mask
go.
from the movie The Mask, and then
Yep.
you're not going to sleep because you're running around being the king of the Maraca beat or whatever, you know. So,
Yeah.
you gotta,
Yeah, or you got to get the Bane. You got to go sleep a Morton Joe style all of a sudden. You don't want that. Be
It is
hooked
like
in.
it's a trade-off. It's like either you have to be a Morton Joe, or you're like always at 60% energy for your entire
Yeah.
life, and it's like I get why that is like a trade-off.
Or I mean, depending on the circumstances, you could lose some muscle, some body mass, and it might help depending on your kind of neck area. Or they have a little implant that they can like put in your
Yeah.
chest, and it like zaps you, and somehow that does it. I don't know. Okay,
There's a new
It's like hiccups.
kind of, yeah. There's like a
Yeah.
new thing where you don't have to do the mask, and it basically shocks you awake so that you don't I don't know, stop breathing.
I think it just stimulates your, because I think for a lot of people the problem is like your tongue like slips back into and it blocks your.
Yeah, you
and
like
I think
baby.
it,
You like
zaps
half
you,
choke
so
a lot.
It doesn't do that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
As
definitely am
as you
realizing
may
that.
suspect, I may have had to look into this for some time.
Yeah,
No, I just
think
know.
I realized.
I just
so
know a lot
many
about.
other people.
I just happen to know a lot about it. I was just looking into
Yeah.
it, just for whatever.
Because there was definitely like my dad was like, oh, he's a bad snorer, and then he learned about sleep apnea. It's like that's what it is because it's not like it's like him being like.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, that's different.
I remember I went on. Can we turn
Stop
this
this
off?
breathing, please.
That's a lot. I did like a road gig with a friend of mine who shall remain nameless and his wife. And we all just shared a hotel room, and she was like, oh, by the way, he kind of snores a little bit, just so you know. And we got to the hotel, and like he was asleep within like 20 seconds, and it was fucking crazy. And it's like that's not snoring. That he needs to see a doctor. Like that is not what you're supposed to sound like. But I guess they'd been together a really long time, and she was just like used to it or something.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Like he's just gasping for air. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's it's like that is not snoring.
It's a collapsed lung. He's a sucking
Yeah.
chest wound.
Can't wake
It's
up.
also that's
Wake
the
up.
thing. It's that like that's the thing. It's two people that snore for whatever reason. It seems like they are also always the people that can fall asleep immediately, and it's like so it's just salt in the wound where it's like
because they're tired.
Oh, I snore a bit. Sorry,
all day.
you're out. True.
They don't.
Yeah,
sleep
I was gonna
enough.
say we know a lot of people. Comedians have a lot of secret CPAP comedians.
CPAP
it's like
material.
gout. Yeah, there's a lot of
Secret
people
CPAP.
strapping in at night.
Well, it's very common. Like I just want to say, like we're teasing about
Yeah.
it. It's very common.
Getting in the cockpit, getting ready for bed.
Cleared for takeoff.
Next stop, Dreamland.
Yeah. Doing a barrel roll right into slumber.
No.
No,
Not
Shelby,
the
no.
breathing again, please.
Shelby, no.
But
But anyway,
yeah.
there's a new cure or
There's a new
potential
cure.
help that is
Yeah.
way cooler than a Morton Joe.
Mm-hmm. And what it is apparently one way that you can help your sleep apnea is by blowing into a conch shell. And if you're going, is it a conch or a conch shell? We wondered the same thing. And apparently it's yet again a little US-UK division. They say conch, we say conch, or the other way around. I truly don't
say
care.
conch.
Yeah. Conch.
Say conch.
And so, as if you're summoning the dolphin, summoning some sort of great steed from the seas, a kelpie to you, you can blow into a conch shell, and they say that it's so. What to? Shelby's going to sleep great tonight.
He's tiring himself
That,
out, folks.
Yeah, it's a regular. It's not like a right before you go to sleep and then like bad breath out and to sleep. It's
like a
every
wish.
15 minutes a day, which has to be a really interesting experience for your neighbor to be like, I think my
gonna
neighbor's
say-
learning the conch shell.
Absolute worst nightmare. My neighbor is diagnosed.
It's blowing into the
Sleep
Horn of
apnea.
Gondor or something
Yeah.
over there. I don't know.
15 minutes like doesn't sound long if you're like in a waiting room, but for conch blowing when it's your
Yeah.
neighbor, that's an eternity.
I wonder if this is like if you could also like learn like a reed instrument or like learn to play trumpet or something, because it's all like strengthening. I assume it has to, at least partially has to do with like strengthening all your little muscles around your
Yeah.
mandible and your throat and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you said,
it's-
it's like tongue, like keeping your tongue in the right
Yeah.
place. So like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Get those jacked tongue holding muscles. And then you might look like Matt Rife or something by the end of
You're
it.
mewing.
You know? Like get
Yeah.
those. You're mewing. You're basically
You're gonna look
mewing.
like one of those Snapchat filter things, like with the Chad guy.
Handsome
Yeah.
Squidward. Yeah.
Yeah.
You too can buy Annabelle's house.
Did we talk about that on the show about how we bought Annabelle's house?
It
Somehow
broke.
we didn't. I don't
The
think.
news broke. It wasn't a
Whitney
number, but
texted you.
we did discuss it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. She knew we
But-
needed to know.
Yeah, so they do. That is a thing that people ask. I know I read this with like, and there was like a comment thread on Reddit or something when I saw it outside of the show, and people are talking about, oh, like this is just, and it's somewhat yes, but also they think it is specifically the resistance and the technique specific to conch shell blowing that is like perfect for sleep apnea for some reason.
Okay.
They compared it as, I guess, like professional singers or something. Like musical theater kid type, they like do some exercise with blowing bubbles through a straw to keep their shit in line or whatever, so they can sing Defying Gravity at karaoke. Yeah, so they think it just kind of naturally is a perfect little breathing tool to play. But I feel like, I guess it's always, because they come in all different sizes and stuff, that
You have to get fitted for one.
yeah, it's got to be perfect for your specific lungs. And yeah, then you can always break that out if it's kind of cool if nobody knows you do this and you do it for sleep apnea. Then you're just on the beach and you're like, "Hey guys, check this out," and you're just absolutely blasting. That would be
That
pretty
is
cool.
cool. That would be
Yeah.
sick.
But
I do
it's very
feel like
effective.
that is like, I don't know. I guess you don't have to do it before bed, right? Like you said. I'm just
No,
imagining you
just-
like bring somebody home and you're like, this is embarrassing, but it's either this or a Morton Joe. So
I'm just gonna go brush my teeth and stuff, and then there's just 15 minutes in the bathroom of
Yeah.
I gotta go honk on my conch real quick. I'll see you guys
Honk.
later.
Do a quick conk honk. Yeah. No, the
Honking on
Immortan
my
Joe, you
conch.
keep it on while I put this on while we're doing it. Yeah. Slapping baby powder on me. And then afterwards, if they're like, can I have some water? And you go, yes. And then you pull a lever and the water pours out of your wall. Gasoline. Man, I got so drunk last night. I went home with Immortan Joe to his palace. I woke up in the secret garden of Immortan Joe.
What can I say? He's really funny. People don't know that about him. I know it seems weird, but he's so funny. He just won me over.
The oozing sores, not great.
Yeah.
Well, he had that plastic thing over it. I thought that was his shirt.
I thought he was
that
ripped.
was the print on his shirt.
Yeah, I thought he was ripped under there. What the
He
hell?
was ripped.
His Spanx, his Immortan Spanx.
He just
was
makes
on,
me
and
feel
then-
safe,
His
okay?
girdle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes me feel safe. He really has he makes you feel like the only one in the room, you know? He just has that ability.
Outside the club, the valet pulling up with the Immortan Joe car. This is me.
I mean, I think Rick
scale it to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick disliked me, but I don't think the little guy liked me. I forget. I don't. Probably because I can't remember his name. But I met his kids.
Don't
Yeah,
you hate
things
it
are
when you
moving
woke
fast.
up? Don't you hate it when you wake up and someone stole your gold nose, sold it? But yeah, hey, if you got sleep apnea,
please. That's the people. That's the people eater. Please, Morton.
I know, but they're just of the this. We're just in the universe. I don't think that I'm Morton.
We're
Joe
at
has
the
a
bar
gold
with all the
nose.
guys.
That guy's
Yeah,
nasty.
they're hanging
No,
out.
Don't go home with that guy. That guy's
Not going home with the people
not a
eater,
good
no matter
guy.
how many drinks I have. Nice to meet you. I'm
Yeah.
the people eater. Okay, see you later. Bye.
Maybe it's a euphemism.
Maybe. I bet that's how he plays it off when he's like trying to pick somebody up.
Mayor of
They call me the
Gastown
people eater.
is the
You're a
damn
people.
mayor.
Want to
That is
get
true.
eaten? That's who says. Yeah. Mayor of Gastown. A lot of power.
That's once the election happens, Eric Adams is running for that after this one.
Yeah.
He's
Mayor
gonna
of
become the
Gastown.
Mayor of Gastown.
Sounds like me after a Domino's. I don't know. Whatever.
Exactly.
Yep.
Should we do number 4?
Let's do it.
Do it.
Number 4.
Hey. Let's see. Number 4.
Me announcing my arrival, blowing the conch, and then saying, "Hey."
Hey.
Cresting a hill.
Number
That
4
is
comes.
the cresting a hill. Hey, that is what it is.
Yeah. Number 4 comes to us from NC Hammer 326 in the Discord. This is story of nature. It's so there's a nuclear power plant in France. And it's I don't know if this is meant to be pronounced in French or with a French accent or not. Gravelines. It looks like grave lines in English. I don't know. But it's in northern France. And it had to shut down automatically because a whole bunch of jellyfish got in there. They got in the filter because it pumps a bunch of water out in from the ocean to cool everything down. You know, the way that like the Fukushima did until it didn't.
Until it stopped.
You know,
But-
it's great that the one example we could think of is one that kind of
I think it's
doing that.
I think it's a standard the way these
The
things
rest
work.
Yeah,
of them
nuclear-
that do it, we don't hear about them because they do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
Nuclear
No, we
power
ain't doing
plants.
that.
They're nuclear power plants are like offensive linemen. You only know their name when they're not doing
Yeah,
well. Okay,
that's
the
true.
ones that everyone remembers.
The offensive linemen of energy providers. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're not. But so these jellyfish they got in the filter drums and they just crammed in there. I guess I don't know. But they got in there. They probably weren't happy about it either. And they have planned summer maintenance, and so they had two of the 4 reactors were shut down for summer maintenance work, and they had to bring down the whole plant rather, because the 4th reactor out of the 4 shut down. I don't know. No comment on there's 4th reactor shut down, jammed up the plant, which had already lost its other 2 reactors. So there's a missing reactor that's not being discussed. Some kind of senior prank going on in this news story.
They're labeled 1, 2, 3, and 5 or whatever. Yeah.
That's what you do. You bomb a
anyway.
country with 2 nuclear bombs with 1 and 3 painted on them, and they go, "Where's the second one? What's
Where is
coming?"
it? We didn't set it off. So these jellyfish are they gummed everything up. I guess they cleaned it out. They said it's fine. It's didn't
Probably
affect
literally.
safety.
They're pretty gummy, those guys.
Yeah, they're in
they
there.
really gummed up the works.
I guess this is not uncommon. They have a long history of this. And
They just want to get in there.
Coastal power
They're trying to
plants,
get powers.
The Tornus plant in Scotland, owned by the same company, was forced to shut down for a week after jellyfish clogged the seaweed filters. A decade after they'd previously shut the plant for a week in 2011. So every 10 years, the jellyfish take out this Scottish one, apparently. And it's also happened in nuclear and coal plants in Sweden, the U.S., Japan, and even a major blackout in the Philippines in 1999 that some mistakenly feared was linked to the Y2K bug or a government coup. I didn't know about that one. That's interesting. And then another one. An unexpected surge of jellyfish in September, I guess last year, overwhelmed the cooling systems at eastern China's largest coal-fired power plant, forcing its workers to battle for 10 days to clear more than 150 tons of jellyfish from the plant.
So much goop.
That's
Battle
just
is the
that's
right
just,
word for that.
That's just the ones that got in there. Like we got plenty of jellyfish. You know, the ocean die off. We got a lot of jellyfish apparently. So that's good to hear.
And they crave power. They
can spare 150 tons
pure power.
Right. Yes.
They want to grow.
Have you guys ever been to the beach where there's randomly a day where there's randomly a ton of jellyfish?
Yeah.
It happens sometimes, and it is like swimming in Jello. You're like, how are there this many of these? This is not fun. I did not come to the ocean to take a dip in some goop. That's not why I'm here.
How did they all go the wrong way? Yeah.
Yeah. They just I think they just hang out in big groups. 150 tons is crazy, but I don't know, man. I have heard that though about ocean die-off and stuff is jellyfish are doing great. Better than ever.
We love this actually.
They love it in there.
They
like
love it in there. They're having a great time. I mean, they want to get in those nuclear coolant tanks. They're, like you said, they want to get powers. They're already thriving. But they're just they seem like they already were touched by radioactivity because they're so strange, you know?
Yeah.
They seem like they're maybe have an affinity for it or something. Yeah,
it does feel like if you were going to give me a list of animals you could pump, blast some gamma through and they would maybe get stronger or definitely not die. Jellyfish would be pretty far up my list. I'd be they'd probably tank it. Chipmunk, no way. Going down immediately, flipping over, cartoon style. Oh, yeah. But jellyfish
holding a little flower in its hands.
Yes.
I think it's just because
they for eyes instantly.
Yeah. Even though it doesn't work this way, any animal that does have a variation of it or something that can glow, I'm like, they're built for it. If you can glow, you can handle some radiation.
A jellyfish is already 80% of the way to being that plasma ball that you'd get at Spencer Gifts where you touch it and the little lightning thing goes to your finger. They're almost that. And that to me is what a nuclear reactor is, as far as I am aware.
I think that checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're also
when I think nuclear reactor, I think of a big one of those.
Mm-hmm. The tentacles are all spinning in a. I would not be surprised if we find out years from now that every nuclear reactor is powered by one huge jellyfish trapped in the center of it, and they've just been trying to free them the whole time. They're running it. They just don't tell anybody that because they'd get on them about it.
I believe it.
So, yeah. Running that thing like an octopus playing the drums, poking all the buttons. It's an essential part of the mechanism. But yeah, they do just.
It sucks that some of them are really dangerous. You can't be that scary and also legitimately poisonous and stuff. That's not fair. If you're gonna be that crazy looking, you should be harmless.
The man of war.
Yeah, the Portuguese man of war.
What's the deadliest one though?
Don't be warring with mans.
Isn't it just the
box jellyfish is
the worst one?
by far the most? Yeah, I think. That's the one. But yeah, Portuguese man of war, that's, that'd be cool. Get that on. And unfortunately, a run-in with a Portuguese man of war. R.I.P. Grandma, after struggling with a Portuguese man of war in the shallows.
That is cooler than box jellyfish. Oh, I got stung by a box jellyfish. At least give me a man of war.
Yeah.
He's a man of war.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, it won. It's knows the ways of war, and I don't. Not just a box jellyfish. But yeah.
The man of war is the one that looks the most like the Spencer Gifts thing to me.
I'm a man of peace.
Yeah. They're also just disappointing because unless you go to an aquarium or whatever, but like, you love jellyfish. I think they're just like one of the cool, probably like a top-selling zoo book, the jellyfish. Good, cool
I was
pictures.
one for Halloween once.
Oh, yeah? Portuguese man of war?
Well,
what are you supposed to be? I'm a Portuguese man of war.
I was a jellyfish. I just had like a big T-shirt, and then I like tied a bunch of shit to the bottom of it. It was like a jellyfish.
Yeah,
it was a good costume.
Yeah, yeah, you always see the cool pictures, but if you ever see one in real life and it's not an aquarium, they're probably out of the water, and it's just a pile of mess. And
it's like a brain.
Yeah,
yeah. How they've fallen.
I just looked at the life cycle for the Portuguese man of war, and man, it looking like some damn Metroids. You know what I mean? It's looking like the various types of yeah.
Yeah, it's
cool.
like the octopus thing where I'm just like, this came from somewhere else. This is not related to us. I can't share DNA with this thing. It just doesn't make sense. But that's where the nuclear reactors come in.
Portuguese man of war washed ashore on the beach in Boca Raton, Florida. That's not a place I would expect to find the Portuguese man of war. But
I just think anything dangerous in the ocean is where it's hot. So that makes sense to me. I'm like, I'm safe in Bar Harbor, Maine, but Boca Raton, anything could be there. Anything that could kill me would be there.
Maybe that's what they keep ending up in nuclear reactors and beached everywhere. Maybe they're just bouncing around. I'm sure they have some sort of navigational skill, or maybe they're just doing it like a logo on a DVD menu, and they're just bouncing around, and then the corners are nuclear power plant filters. And they're like, whoa, here it comes.
They kind of are. Like, they can't swim, can they? I guess their tentacles can maybe.
I think they're pretty strong swimmers, probably, right? They got like 1 billion legs, so they're scooting.
They're just strong floaters. I don't know if they're scooting.
This is Kath's pigeon moment. We reached it.
I said I wasn't going to look stuff up, but I need to know because I don't think.
But did you ever swim? You do the jellyfish swim in the pool when you're hanging out. You do the to emulate a jellyfish. You do the your legs and arms. You swim with all of them.
Okay, yeah. Their body does the whoosh, 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 whoosh thing.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yeah.
We
got the wavies.
Listeners, you can imagine the thing we're doing with our hands right now.
Yeah.
The jellyfish
thing.
You're squinching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing around
that
Diddy
was my
Kong.
Pidget moment because that is cool when they do that. I do like that.
Yeah, they do the fire. Moment. Looks like they're a little scooting along, bubbles coming out the back. I mean, yeah, that's what they need to hire to fix this problem is damn SpongeBob. Get him in there with the net. He's a pro.
Shooting fish in a barrel, shooting jellyfish in a nuclear reactor. Easy. Easy money for SpongeBob. Get him in there.
Yeah. Though he loves his job. So it'd be hard to get him to quit.
That's true.
He loves making Krabby Patties.
Y'all know me? Know what I do for a living? I'm just making Krabby Patties.
Number 3?
Number 3. No, number 3. Let's do it.
Number 3.
Number 3 comes to us from Otter Chaos in the Discord. This is a very exciting story. I think this is cool. So the 51.57 mile 2025 Canyon Ultra Marathon happened recently in Mexico. That for 57 miles.
Yeah. The winner, once again, Roadrunner. The loser, Wile E. Coyote, who has once again died during the race.
See, when I hear that sound,
tried to cheat and died.
I picture like Sylvester doing like fat guy fingers about Tweety Bird. That's what I picture when I hear that sound. So, that's interesting. Yeah,
I definitely think of a skedaddle.
That is
Maybe
skedaddle.
That's a skedaddle. Or like the. Thank you. Read my mind,
burnout.
Shelby.
That's a Looney Tunes burnout.
Tom-toms.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that he They don't show it in the ads, but that's the sound when they're running in weapons. They actually play that. It's kind of weird. It kind of takes you out of it a little bit.
Oh, great. So now I know they run in
Spoiler.
weapons. Yeah,
They
Jesus.
run. Damn it.
I mean, it's in the when they run out of the house at 2:17
trailer.
a.m. It's in the trailer.
Yeah.
when they're Naruto running away from their homes. In the trailer.
It'd be great if they all did Naruto.
They kind of are.
They're
They
all getting
almost are.
They're all getting in line for the Szechuan sauce. Remember that? Oh boy,
Reveal.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
Pickle Rick. What an enduring cultural moment that we all definitely remember and cherish. The Pickle Rick Szechuan sauce on eBay now, probably. So this ultramarathon happened in Mexico, and it very exciting winner. The woman who won, she's 30 years old. Her name is Candelaria Rivas Ramos, and she first of all, she won it running in like little strappy sandals, basically. It took her 7 hours and 34 minutes to run 50 something miles. And the day before the race, she walked 14 hours to get there from her house. So that was the day before was just like, oh yeah, I got to go do this marathon tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. Walked 14 hours, presumably went to sleep, woke up, ran 50 faster than everybody else. She had never done it before, but she knew about it. She came home she came back to run it this year. She won $370, 7,000 Mexican pesos. So she is a member of this indigenous group that's like famous for being like really fucking good at running. They live in the mountains in Mexico. Yeah, right. They're called the Rara Murray, and I guess they're just like, they do this a lot. Like that's how they get around, and they live in the mountains. And so they need to like run up and down the mountains to go to each other's villages and shit. But they also just have like insane endurance. And so, yeah, she went to compete in this like regular ultra marathon where everyone else is wearing fancy sneakers and I don't know, eating those gels. I feel like ultra marathon people like to eat gels. They like to eat a lot of goos and goops on their runs. And she's just like, yeah, I'll see you guys later. I gotta walk 14 hours home after this. So I want to finish early.
Super amateur hour vibes. That's something like the prize, $307. How about also like a bike? Just give her a bike.
Give her a
like,
lift home.
Can
you get her Uber or something? Damn.
Yeah.
Like,
your goops can't save you now. Your goops and goos.
Yeah, secret salted oh, nothing gets me ready to finish a marathon like a mouthful of salted caramel goo. Now my energy is coming back with such speed.
I do.
And she did this in sandals, to be clear.
Yes.
You said that. Yeah.
Huaraches, yeah. In like wooden, strappy, no support sandals. She did this in.
I like have to lie down for like a couple days if I wear the wrong shoes. Like that's interesting. That's nice to know where I'm kind of lined up there. You know, just to walk. To be clear, not to run anything.
Yeah, no, a 14-hour walk would like take me out for like at least 2 days afterward.
Yeah,
just the walk to the marathon. I will say though, like I would be like, damn, she beat me in fucking Huaraches, like that sucks. But then I'd be like, oh, she's from an indigenous tribe that's name means people who run fast. Okay, fair enough. Because that's barely what that means. So
yeah,
it's like, all right.
If I was in second, I would be like, okay, but that's special. I still win. Like, I still.
You guys just do that. It's not fair. But no, man, she had plenty more handicaps than those people in her shitty sandals. I feel like if you're used to running in shitty sandals and you try to run in running shoes, it probably wouldn't help you very much, I'd imagine.
Your bones have reformed and all that, you know? It's there. And then there was actually probably one of those like weird barefoot runners or whatever. Somebody in the 5 fingers, the barefoot shoes.
I think these people might have inspired the barefoot shoes, which is a terrible legacy for them to have. And I'm sorry to them.
Or the opposite, where it's like these are the people known for running more than anyone else, and they're like, you're going to want to put at least sandals on. There's stuff on the ground. You're going to hurt your foot. I like too the detail that that says she was inspired to run after runners in her community return with medals around their necks. So it's like these people are just a community of ringers that are just like,
Yeah.
look, you can go and win that thing sight unseen, no training, anytime you want. Just easy money.
Right. If you want to go get 7,000 pesos, it's a pain in the ass because it's going to take you a day to walk there, but, you know, light work once you get there.
Yeah. And she got...
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, very good number too, 6909. I wonder if they have that level, that humor. They think the sex number is funny also in this community.
Probably.
Try to get the 6909 label.
An interesting thing though about these people that I've heard is like they're not like super well represented in like the Olympics or anything because they're not like super fast. Like they're fast. They're faster than any of us. Like we would, you know what I mean? But
Faster
like
than me? Really?
like we
Let's
would
get
get
the
killed.
stopwatch
You
out.
sure? Yeah.
But their main thing is just that they can go forever. Like they can run for so long. So like they dominate and stuff like this, but they're not even in like a regular marathon, the difference is not as big. But in like the longer ones, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
holy shit. This person is like a different, they're built.
The ultra endurance, hyper endurance, ultra marathon runners. And also to her credit, she looks like very healthy where like, I feel like a lot of times you read about somebody who's like, they're an ultra marathon runner and you're like, they must be the
They're
healthiest
a wraith.
looking person ever. And then you look at them and you're like, oh my God, this is okay. You're made of pure sinew. So
Yeah. No, she
like
looks
a
like
Wendigo.
a normal person who's in good shape. She doesn't look, she doesn't have that cryptid look that some of those people have.
The ultra marathon runner type. And this is also one of the only people that I do want to hear about running a marathon, which is nice because she's built for it, you know?
Another interesting thing about ultra marathon stuff is like the longer the distance is, the smaller the difference in the gendered, like there's less and less of a gender disparity. Like I think she won for everyone. I don't think she like won for women. I think she like won like decisively everybody. And in extreme endurance stuff like that, it does end up like equaling out way more, which I think is kind of interesting because like men are heavier, so it like is harder to move for that long. Like you just burn so many calories, you know. Fun fact
and there's probably
about
more
something
like...
I will never ever do in my life.
Yeah, that's just something I would be great at. Let's be clear.
Right. I'm glad about the theoretical gender equality for the psychos who engage in this activity, of which I will never be one. I'm not ever even going to run a 5K. Like, fuck yourself. I'm not running.
I haven't run in probably a long time. And if I did, it was like the worst part of my year. And I was like, oh, Jesus. It was probably like a train or something. And just
outside of trying to catch a bus, I cannot think of a time that I have run as an adult.
Yeah.
Like, no.
It's like
not doing
jumping.
it.
Start to be like, when was the last time I really jumped as high as I could? And you're like, not in a long fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
Not since I was trying to touch that door frame in middle school. That was the last time.
If I'm running, I'm going, wait.
I'm going
Either
wee
something's chasing me,
all the way home.
I'm going wee all the way home.
Wait.
Come back.
Yeah.
Truly
I got a
pathetic behavior running after a bus. Humiliating.
Big
Especially when you miss
backpack
it.
swinging
do it.
around my body.
I tried. I ran once to get on the train, and the door is shut. And there's that feeling of that thrill. You know, the person inside is loving it, and it's like I will never put myself in that position again.
I will not let you win, person on the inside of the train.
Because you know, there's a little something there when you're like, oh, that sucks, but also nice. Like, you know, what I mean? It's an ugly little feeling.
And it's better than an elevator because
don't you feel altruistic that you've given that person a little jolt of something with your suffering? Like, it's like, well, I missed the train, but I would have missed the train anyway, and I wouldn't have.
Oh no!
given
I'll be
someone a
late
laugh.
for the hearing. I'll be late for the interview.
My big hearing. Yeah. And also they get to do, I was saying they get to do it. It's better than an elevator because if the door closes an elevator, that's just like the person's being kind of an
That's your
asshole. But the
fault,
subway,
yeah.
they're like, I'm not supposed to. I'm not. They say don't touch the doors.
They say don't touch it. They say
If
don't
I hold
do
the
it.
doors open, they're going to yell at me through the speaker. So you got to sit here.
The tough thing about the elevator to me is this happened to me recently. I was like the elevator. I was in a crowded. I was in a museum, and there were lots and lots of people in this museum, and the only way you could get upstairs was to go on the elevator. And so the door kept being held, and it's like, dude, eventually this elevator has got to go up. Like we've been waiting. Mm-hmm. It's like almost full. It's like we gotta just. This keeps getting pressed, and I made the executive decision at a certain point not to press the button, and I stranded some people. But it's like, dude, we gotta go up.
Yeah.
It's gonna come
I'll
back
box
down.
people out if it's full enough. By my estimation, I'll back to the door, take up space. I'll box people out like it's a rebound. Be like, no.
Can we get a docent over here?
Yeah, it's just. It'll come back. Like it's not there are only like 3 floors. I don't know why we can't use the stairs in the first place, but like it's time, man. We've been sitting in this elevator for like 2.5 minutes just hitting that door open button. Get the next one.
Yeah.
You missed it.
And I make eye contact. I make eye contact over the crowd from the back of the elevator, like one ostrich that just stood up and just my head poking up. That worm just looked at me mean when the elevator closed.
Yeah.
Number 2?
Sure, number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2 comes to us from my Bussy and me in the Discord. It is a story about a little goof here. This is an F-15 at Barnes Air National Guard Base in Westfield, Massachusetts. There's front and back seats in these F-15D Eagles, and one of the passengers in the back seat. Based on a video that was posted to social media, appears to have accidentally ejected while it was on the ground. So just blasted up. And
it shit a guy out.
And it says, I mean, the description is rough here. An undated video posted on social media shows the aftermath of the incident. A puff of smoke is seen wafting from the back seat as the F-15 is still taxiing. The canopy, having been blown off during the ejection sequence, is lying on the Eagle's left wing, and the passenger appears to be crawling next to the runway near what looks like a parachute as the F-15 continues to roll by. I mean, it's not safe to do that, but
to eject from a fighter jet on the ground. Morton Joe like blasting off. Got Team Rocketed his way out of the fucking F-15, blasting off again.
Also, the video that they were referencing in this article is soundtracked by, or at least the first post they show that's embedded, the Shane McMahon theme from WWE. Here comes the money.
Why would they do that?
Unclear what that has to do with anything.
Sorry,
song unrelated.
insane.
Couldn't get it off my phone. Song unrelated.
Yeah. So, you're sorry to do a screen recording. So this plane, if you're thinking about it, I want to emphasize this is the jet. If you imagine a fighter jet, it's that one.
Yeah.
It's the Top Gun with the bubble on the top. It's the classic.
And the bubble
The
popped
ejection is,
'cause they
the bubble went
ejected.
like it does when you eject. And I don't know. I'm not 100% sure here. We'll have to get on the fucking War Thunder forums and get someone to leak classified information again. But like when it ejects, it fires you. I believe it like fires you out in the seat, and then the seat you're like still strapped into the seat, and the seat has a parachute. But if you do it on the ground, I don't think there's enough distance for the parachute to open, so you just shoot out in a chair, hit the ground, and then the parachute falls on you.
Yeah, I guess this person did go to the service member who was involved here did end up in the hospital. I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's hopefully it's not serious or anything. But man,
like I said, if you're crawling, you're okay.
He seems all right. I don't think this is another lawnmower accident situation where we're like, "Oops, that was really bad."
It's also like
okay.
It does feel like it should be harder to accidentally do this than
yes.
right. Like, I know it can't be too hard to do because you need to do it fast and whatever in a high stress situation. But like the idea that like when I shifted my seat at the movie theater and I accidentally like undo the because I like my butt hits,
you
like
hit the button.
Yeah. Like that, but you shoot up in the air. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sure exactly what.
I think it could be very close to that.
It shouldn't be something that's triggered with like a jostle. You shouldn't be like, oh, the way you engage this is to jostle it or brush it. That's not what we want.
Just like, whoop, and that's
and that's the end of your life.
I think it's unlikely, but possible that there is just like a handle where he's like muscle memory kicks in, like he's in his fucking Subaru or whatever, and he's like, let's crank the seat back, and poof, he just fires out of the fighter jet. Also, I want to know about the jet where like if it's a thing where once you eject, it's like, because that's obviously you're only supposed to do it in like its emergency, so it's like, does it take it probably costs a ton of money like to put it together, because it probably like, can you even use that windshield anymore, or is it like spent like a bike helmet after a crash, or like we have to build a new jet, this jet is ruined. You broke it.
That's the question, because like if you're doing it in the air, presumably it's like, well, this jet is not gonna get reused. It's
not gonna land itself. It's, right. It's going down in the Pacific somewhere.
But if you do it on the ground, I'm sure they can figure out a way. But I mean, I guess it's better than accidentally doing it in the air, but it is probably less embarrassing to do it in the air and then have a death-defying escape.
I think it's like down by your knee. It looks like there's like a yellow handle, and you yank it up. But I don't know. Again, like it just seems. I don't know. It's hard.
Knee is a classic thing to knock into stuff. I don't want it down there.
Well, yeah, that's true. It may have been a malfunction on top of everything else, right? So let's not assume this person actually did the thing.
That's true.
They might have. But, it's hard. Otherwise, you got to like pull it up, I think, right? So it's hard to see how that happened if it wasn't maybe malfunctioning. But,
yeah, it's
here comes the money.
Here comes the money.
I'm not 100%, but. I'm serious. I was like that they were calling it. I don't know if this is what that means. It was an incentive flight, and it was a recruiting officer. So maybe it was like a recruiter, and they were like, "You recruited, 100 at-risk teens. You get to ride in the backseat of the F-15."
No.
And then he yanked the eject button and fired himself out. You definitely don't get to take the flight. They don't put you in another one. They're like, no, you're done. You're done for the day.
You had your chance. I don't think you're going up after that. I think that's true.
Look, man,
this was like a ride along, right? It wasn't like a
it was a ride along.
Flies these.
You were crawling around on the ground. You're not.
We all saw you crawling, and now we don't want to give you a cool flight. It was very undignified.
It's like somebody reaching in and yanking the spike strip like cord on a ride along in a police cruiser, just dropping like smoke grenades behind the car. I think he's probably lost his privileges. Like when they banned me from the go-kart track at summer camp, they were like, "No more for you.
Got banned?
You're not allowed." I was not allowed because I would crash.
Too many go-karts? That's what
Too many was crashing. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, what are you talking about? This is not, we're supposed to go around at a reasonable speed. It's a go-kart. It's not, we're a fucking roundabout simulator. And that's why are the bales of hay there if I'm not supposed to hit them? Okay? They're soft. And that's what their purpose is.
That is what their purpose is. You're supposed to Ben-Hur that shit. You're supposed to like ride up on other people and drive them off the road. That's the point.
They called me Crash, and they said if I crashed again, I wouldn't be allowed. So,
man,
what I'm saying,
sorry to hear that. We didn't have go-karts at my camp. The craziest we got was BB guns. That was it. That was as wild.
That's pretty crazy, though.
My brother's camp. So I was at the girls' camp. The boys' camp had real rifles. I thought that was very sexist. They had like real guns they got to play with. Not us. BBs.
Yeah.
Shooting coke
just
cans.
BBs. They had full bolt action, just like ready to go, locked in. Just handing out Mosins to 12, 14-year-olds and being like, go try to get a deer. I don't know. Wear orange if you want. That's fine.
They were also shooting Coke cans, I think, but they were shooting with real guns. Not fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we do number one?
Number one.
And this week's number one reason to say what a time to be alive.
Number one this week comes to us from Charlie Xbox in the Discord, creator of Xbox, Charlie Xbox. And then, so this is a story that, this is, for me personally, a real there, but for the grace of God go I, as someone who's had multiple birthday parties at Dave & Buster's before. And then, especially while I was still drinking, I think I'm lucky that I never got into any of these sort of shenanigans. This is a story about a Chuck E. Cheese, a Charles Entertainment Cheese in Burbank. And so I guess Burbank to me means you just flew into LA. So they were like, you got to LA and they were like, Chuck E. Cheese right away before we get to the hotel. So they were at Chuck E. Cheese and a woman, and I think it's important here to say that they say woman because it's Chuck E. Cheese, which is most frequented, at least actively, by children, meaning this is an adult.
By
she
little
became
women.
trapped. Yeah, she got trapped inside an arcade game. I'm assuming this is not like a sucked into an
Five Nights
arcade
at
game.
Freddy's.
Yeah, not that sort of situation. Not a Bart versus the space mutants, sort of thing. She got stuck in an arcade machine. I'm trying to find an exact picture of the machine she got stuck in, but
I feel like this is important. We need to know what it is.
Yeah, because I'm just
So-
like, pinball? Like, how did this happen?
Pinball would be impressive. She was in Smoking Token. She was eating quarters.
Yeah.
She was putting her mouth at the end of the slope, stealing the tokens from what I thought was the frog my whole life. Speak about things you learn. That's one of my things that I learned like late in life. It was on this podcast like a year ago. I was like, the frog from Smoking Token? They're like, what frog? It's a token wearing a hat. And I was like, the frog. There's a frog skiing. For years. The Smoking Token frog.
The frog. We all know.
I swear. Yeah, I'll put him. He's in the chat. Here you go. That's the frog. He's the Smoking Token frog. And
He looks like an olive to me.
to me, 100%
He's a
a frog.
skiing olive.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
They really just ripped off Cool Spot, huh? That's really what's going on there. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Back in the good
Anyway.
days when they were like, yeah, we're going to make a whole ass video game for 7-Up's mascot.
It's
but
a
this
good game.
So it's very hard. I tried to play it as an adult and was embarrassed. But this is inside. The game is called Snow Day, but it seems like this is kind of a classic get a ball in a hole game. One of the ones where there is an enclosure
was
to prevent you.
She got stuck in Big Bertha.
Yeah. She got stuck with those clowns with the crazy hair, and then people were throwing balls at her.
Please.
Stop!
I beg
I'm
you.
not a clown. I'm not one of the clowns.
I am not one of the clown women. I'm a normal woman like you.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
a
like,
human
that's what
woman,
they
not a
always
clown
say.
woman.
So yeah, those ball and hole games almost always, there's required distance and enclosure because just putting a ball in a hole is not hard, and then everyone will win. You got to kind of toss them or something. But she was like, well, if I could just put the ball straight in the hole, then it seems I've gamed the system. So she climbed right the hell in, and
She really is just like inside. Like it is a
looks
plastic enclosure, and she
Yeah.
is encased.
It looks like they're about to like start fans blowing with a bunch of singles flying around.
Yeah, it looks like one of those money booths.
It's the tube. Yeah, it's the money grab tube.
She's in
Yeah.
the
Have
tube.
you ever done one of those?
I have not.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
I'd
got
be
to do one
really
once.
bad at it.
It's
How
not
good
as
were
hard
you?
as you think. I feel like
Yeah?
I did it, but it wasn't money. I think it was like tickets or something. It was like, like some camp. I don't know if it was camp or what. And
Sure.
then like, because you watch people do it and they do really bad. And then you're like, oh, it's probably harder than I think. And I don't think it is. I think those
it
people
isn't?
are bad. Yeah. They're like, Like, it's not that you can get a lot of it in your shirt. It's not,
You are blowing this.
Yeah. No, you look back on it, I was like, no, you guys are bad at that.
Yeah,
I think they also probably let us fuck around a little more because it wasn't like money.
Sure.
But
I don't really understand this game. You know, I'm looking at the machine. I'm looking like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm imagining it's like you get to like launch a snowball into a hole, a slot somewhere. Is my guess.
Yeah, it might be like a pressurized air situation because it's like a human height. It contains her.
I get why it tempted her because it is person sized.
Yeah, like she's fine in there. She just shouldn't be in there. It's like it's big enough.
We can only see like the back of her, but I'm like, this woman is drunk. Like I can tell just from no shoes, or no, she has shoes on. There's just something about it that I'm like, she's drunk. I can just tell.
Well, the situation seems like it would be. But
sure.
I mean,
that's part of it, but something about her hair, like I'm just like, that's a drunk woman.
She went through the front, basically, I guess, right? Like that's like, how did she get in? What's the?
Yeah,
I doubt she broke it.
The entrance is not clear in the picture, so I could try to find.
Say, like, how
I think
she
just crawled her ass in there.
She just,
maybe it's one of those things where
wriggled.
it's, just wriggled up inside, and I didn't have a clear, one of those. It's like a spelunking or whatever. Maybe she squeezed through and couldn't squeeze back. I'm trying to find out how she got in. Okay, so I can see the full game. She does seem to have broken it a bit. There's more parts on this one.
She just
it's a little broken.
The front.
And this is almost to defend her. There is a sign on the front of it that says enter, but I don't think it means that. I don't think it means you're supposed to go in.
Here's a different question then. Is she stuck or is her like arm stuck in there? Now I'm looking at this. Like she jammed her arm in a hole she can't get it out of.
I think that might be what's going on. I think her arm is stuck.
And she won't let go. She won't let go. This is like Homer. Mr. Simpson, have you tried letting go of the can?
Okay, now I'm thinking, I got an idea. We got to see this thing in action. But I think it is a sort of money blower situation where you stand in there and balls blow all over you. And, gross people can make your little chuckles at that. And you try to grab them and shove them in the hole. And then she got in there too far,
vigorously.
But I don't understand because it's not like there's any prizes in that hole. That's not a prize hole.
Why'd she go
for the balls.
so far?
Yeah.
Why'd she get so into going in that hole?
What does she
Kath
get?
Win this.
Laugh
She
it
shoved
up,
mashed
perverts,
potatoes
by
down
the
there.
Kath jamming a butter
butter
knife.
knife.
Fan from Chuck E. Cheese learned how to game the snow day machine.
You just huck a butter knife down there, and then the downstairs neighbor of the snow day machine starts having problems.
Whoa, what the hell? Neighbor's snow day machine stopped working. We think there might be a clog in yours. But however this woman merged with the machine, in whatever way she became a cyborg,
Right.
The fire department had to come deal with it. And it's always the fire department. It is the funniest part of their job is that they also have to deal with people who get stuck. And there's no fire at all.
Their job is either like the scariest job anyone could have or like the dumbest shit that anyone has ever seen.
And
that's the two.
And that's apparently the charm of that show 911 because they open with like an insane situation where it's like the person could be in danger, but it's also like ridiculous. Like they're
Master Pancake does those a lot. I think they do 911 Lone Star commentary a lot.
Yeah,
check it out. Twitch TV/Master Pancake Theater. I do it sometimes.
But it is like firefighters. Like you call them when everything you own is going up in smoke, and also when my friend Peter's little brother got his head stuck in the stairs. Like those are the two times you call them.
That man, people be getting their head stuck in the stairs. That's a real.
They do.
Get between
they
those.
Do be
very
doing
scary.
That.
People want to get between those little railings.
Gotta get
they
in
love
there.
it, especially
Too
like a
close
little
to
kid
the
head.
sun.
Perfect size for just a little kid neck to slip right between there.
You tuck your little kid head in there, and then your ears pop out like the notches on like IKEA furniture, and you're in.
I was
you're not getting
stuck
out.
in there.
Yeah, you were.
Shelby was in there.
Shelby was
getting in
absolutely
there.
getting stuck in there. There was a dish of butter next to the damn stairway. Like, grease him out again.
Shelby was, but he's so
Grease
skinny.
his neck up again.
He was going through feet first, and his whole body got through, and then his head got stuck because the skull is you can't shrink
A
the
Bannister
skull.
hate to see me coming.
Oh, just body flailing like Jack Skellington halfway through the
Yeah,
banister.
that's right.
Oh man, yeah. They
Like
do,
a used car inflatable man, just going nuts.
You gotta look. You gotta figure out what you fit in as a kid. That's part of it. You're just like, hey, what can I
Yeah.
get through? What can I squeeze through? What can I climb?
That's true. Now I'm like, if there's even a remote chance that I'm going to be as big as that place, I don't want to go. I'm not going in caves. I'm not doing any of that.
Oh, yeah.
Keep me out of
absolutely not.
things that contain me. No, thank you.
No. Yeah.
Cat doesn't like
I think-
being restrained.
I don't. I don't. But when I was a kid, the box or something, oh yeah, I'm getting in that box.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Absolutely.
Most people
a
don't.
Trunk?
Like-
Ooh, I love a trunk.
Mind if
Okay,
I
I had
get
like
in
an
the trunk?
antique trunk in my house. Love to get in the trunk.
Come out in Narnia. Kath's always going to Narnia. Always in the wardrobe.
Kath loves to
Yeah.
be loves to be too good at hide and seek, and then they find her skeleton.
Yep. That's the goal of that game, right?
Kath loves to be
yeah.
the bride from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
You know it.
You do love to play the hide and seek as a kid, and you hate to hear a click when you're hiding. You hate to hear that click and know.
Oh, is that I see.
Yeah, because you go in the attic, and everything in the attic, the whole the trademark of an item in the attic is that it was made before safety laws, and so that means
Yeah.
none of them have a way to open from the inside. Like those old fridges, it's crazy that they had fridges that could
That
not
is
open from the
nuts.
inside. Yeah,
That is wild. I do feel like that is a good, really mean older sibling hide and seek bit, is like play hide and seek and then just go around locking all the closets. Don't even check. Just enjoy your time alone. It's
Yeah.
like put on a movie you want to watch that the younger kids didn't want to watch.
I'm looking. Where?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't find anybody.
good job.
Damn, you guys
Yeah.
are too good.
You're too good at hiding.
Yeah, and then right
we
before
should-
you're babysitting, and right before the parents come home, you find them in the closet, and they ate all the like bobbins out of that cookie tin. You gotta call the 911. Yeah.
Oh man,
We should wrap it up.
They got into
I told
the
you
ointments.
the story of.
You got to call 911. The fire department has to come.
Yeah,
'cause they ate
I told you
some
this, my
ointments.
hide and seek story, right? Which is playing hide and seek with just my mom, because that's how only kids do it. It's
Hell
hey, and she hid in the closet. And I opened it and didn't see her because I thought she was a pipe. I just saw her legs and I thought they were a pipe. And then she jumped out and I fainted. Passed out. Fully went unconscious. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh, just dropped like a fucking bag of
Like a fainting
bricks.
goat. Just
Yeah. Just tipped over.
well. On that note, should we do plugs?
Plugs.
Find our Patreon bonus episodes, merch, Discord, and more at whatatimepod.com. And follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at whatatimepod. Check out Kath's other podcast, Lie, Cheat, and Steal, about liars, frauds, thieves, and bullshitters. Theme song by Naughty Professor. Thanks for listening, and best of luck.
Hey, watch my damn special, Humble Offering, on Crack Comedy Club YouTube, Saturday, August 23rd. Check it out.
I have a show. Drum roll, please. August 29th, I believe, at Pier 1 Eye. It's an outside show. It should be fun. I've heard it's actually good. I know sometimes people are like, outside comedy, that seems weird, but I think it's going to be a good time. August 29th at 7:30 p.m. Come check that out.
I'll say check out Eli's special for sure. Also, I'm going to be doing a set at the Riyadh Comedy Festival, so check me out there. Gonna be out in the sun, and it's
soaking in the sun.
Gonna be ready to laugh. So check it out. Check
Great
me out
networking
in Riyadh.
there. Let's connect
right.
in Riyadh. Let's collab.
Getting paid in a stable coin or something. I don't know. Who cares?
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.